Oh, fuck. He hit the goddamn button. It's the goddamn two fat guys on the internet button. I'm one of those guys. I'm Dan Pantzig. That other guy over there who loves corn is Tony Schulz.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Nutter?
Oh, sounds like he's taking a hit of drugs, if I had to guess. Like, I can't be certain, though.
Trying to chew up the last of this dry mushroom and hit some weed here.
Oh, yeah. Do all of that. All of that and a packet of crisps.
We'll have to power through this podcast before I get tripping too hard.
Oh, my God. Well, fortunately, in that case, we don't have Robot X here still.
Yeah,
I thought I saw him creeping around, but that could just be a trick of the mind with the new place here. But
I heard nothing from either robot at all. It's radio silent.
It's weird. It's strange and weird, and I don't like it, man. I don't know. If I had just one question about the situation, it would be, Tone, what's in the news?
Oh, the news. Oh, we got
he's gonna get too high to read the goddamn news soon, man. Fuck.
No, I can still. We've both had some fun neighbor encounters lately, just filling people in on things they missed. I don't know if he was just off his meds or on a whole bunch of other med drugs / bath salts, but
could be all of the above.
Me and Aim were sitting up here watching some shit, and all of a sudden you just hear like whore, fucking whore. Like, oh boy. Oh boy, what's going on? Yeah, fucking look at. There's this fucking dude. He looks like Bryan Danielson from wrestling. Big old ginger beard and some fucking greasy ass thin hair. Fucking just going off. Like, I mean, he's like death yelling. I'm like, all right, I got my mace in my pocket. What do we gotta do here? Like, just stay on your own side. And like, all of a sudden, like, every policeman in the fucking our district or whatever is there fucking tackling him, and they fucking shot his ass full of something in a syringe. Fucking, he's just on the ground yelling some fucking fuck whore, fucking shit, fucking. That was like a whole episode of Cops out there. It was real unfortunate.
Jesus, poor fella. I hope he finds some peace or gets murdered, whichever is the right option.
Yeah, he's out. I mean, I'm guessing he's out on paper because I still see him around now. It's fucking like, oh, bud, let's not do that again.
Get her together there, kid. Did I tell my neighbor stories? I can't remember, man. That's the problem.
You just had a recent one, I think.
Yeah, I don't think. Yes, it's the last time you were here. That was the last time we recorded. Okay, so that should all happen in between. All right, so, neighbor lady, who me and Eddie affectionately refer to as the meth goblin.
Indeed.
She's always outside screaming, always like screaming about some shit. I think that's just how she communicates. That's what I'm kind of getting to know here. But one night, one fateful summer's eve, like the douche that she is, I got a knock at the door at midnight. 12 midnight, I get a knock on the door, which at first I don't think is a knock on my door, but then they like bam, bam, loud on it. I'm like, oh my God, okay, fine, that is my door. I guess I'll get up and put a shirt on and see what they want. It's two kids, two children, maybe 10, 11 years old. And they're like, I open the door and I'm already angry and cranky. I'm like, what? And they're like, is Eddie here? I'm like, why? And they say again, is Eddie here? Why? Our mom said, slam the door in their face.
Yeah.
I go, look, because Eddie's, I'm positive Eddie's passed out already. I peek over to his bedroom, open the door back up. He's sleeping. Slam again.
Yeah.
Because they had only moved about 5 feet away from the door.
Sure.
Wondering what to do because they're children and they don't know better because they're kids. And their mother had sent 2 children to a stranger's home at midnight.
Yeah.
Like, that's already like, I don't like you. Fucking, so then the next day, I believe it was, that was like the next day or just a couple days later. It was very, very soon after that. Goblin herself appears on my doorstep, not at midnight. No, this time at 2:45 a.m.
Oh.
And she's sitting on the front stoop step thing. She's sitting there looking all fucked up. And I open the door. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, is Eric home? And I'm like, Eric doesn't fucking live here. What do you want? She's like, no. I mean, your little buddy. And I'm like, what do you want?
Right.
And she's like, she mumbles some more incoherent bullshit, and I'm like, closing the door on her, and she's trying to say something like her ankle or something, and I don't care. Slam.
Right.
Cut to about half an hour later. I'm seeing flashing lights from outside my window, and I'm thinking it's just her. I'm thinking it's just her trying to be fucking annoying to try to get me to fucking
Right.
react or whatever.
Who even knows?
No, turns out there was an ambulance and a copper over her house. So I guess she had fucked herself up, or at least was saying she had fucked herself up to get some kind of attention or something. So then, a week or so later, ish, something like that, a period of time after.
Okay.
I'm getting home from work early, and she's out there, and she's like, "Hey, can I get a smoke?" And I'm like, "Sure. Do you promise not to send your kids over at midnight anymore? Do you promise not to come over at 2:45 a.m. ever again?"
Right.
And she's like, "I didn't send my kids over," and I'm like, "Yes, you did." She's like, "No, I didn't." And I'm like, "All right." Cigarette goes back in the pack. I start walking away. Like, Eddie was right about you. Eddie told her that I don't like meeting new people and I'm a little standoffish, which can be the case.
Good for Eddie.
And she's like, "Eddie was right about you." I say nothing, and then she's like, "Did you find your pack of cigarettes?" And she found a pack of cigarettes and gave it to Eddie like a week before that, and fucking before she could finish that sentence, the door was slammed again. Because I don't care. I have nothing to say to you. So that's the neighborino updates that are of any note. Meth goblin ass piece of shit. But I always hear her out there screaming, man. She's like, nah. All of her kids or neighbors or whoever, man. I don't know. It's proud.
I picture her kids like those little boggling things you used to have for your hand that you could fucking those little toys.
Her kids are still kids, so they have a chance. They haven't gotten super fucked up somehow yet. So they're just like they're kids. They're living their kid lives. Unfortunately, under the banner of Meth Goblin.
Oh, poor. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
See when she signed up for the drug loot crate, she got fucking meth first, and it was over.
I guess, yeah.
You got to ease into the drug loot crate subscription. You try out some weed first, a couple painkillers.
You know what? I need to resubscribe to Drug Crate. So it's a fine service.
It is a fine service. I got some purple ecstasy once. It was amazing. I didn't know what I was getting. The pills is the fun part. Is just take them and then you find out later.
Yeah, the pills are never labeled. You kind of just got to take the roll of the dice and the spin of the wheel with them. But yeah, it's fine. It turns out fine most of the time.
Brought to you by the good people at Drug Loot Crate. Drug Loot Crate. Sign up, subscribe, drop out, drop in. Drug Loot Crate. Dan. You see this Jamie Foxx Snoop Dogg thing where they fight at a vampires?
Nope.
This fucking movie, it's called The Daybreak.
Never heard of it.
They got Snoop Dogg in it, and they CGI him doing some fighting. It's pretty good. He's doing like some spin jump kicks and it's fucking Snoop Dogg. Man, the man moves like an inch a second. Like fucking.
Right, he's not an agile man. Let's look at how old Snoop Dogg is.
That's a good question. He's got to be
fucking Snoop's 50. Snoop's 50 years old, man.
That was a good guess then.
Bob Odenkirk is doing way more than that and older, but hey, whatever. He doesn't. CG's fine. He's too high. I get it.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, he's not built for kicking around. The dude's a fucking walking broom, dude.
Well, if you ever played the Def Jam fighting games on the PlayStation 2, you would know that Snoop Dogg is built for fighting.
Sure. He Pixel Snoop Dogg can get it done.
No questions asked.
Pixel Dog. Speaking of movies, we finally watched that Miami Connection in between last Pudman's cast and this one. That
It's about
fucking
goddamn time, Tone.
It's just a bunch of fucking scenes. Like there's this lady dancing in the street for half of it. It's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm doing air quotes now. The zombie dudes are like holding up fucking celebrity fucking cameo pictures in front of them, to like confuse people. And oh man, it was something. And then it was something real treat.
It's that's something that it was is fucking awesome. That's what you need to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I stopped laughing and or being amazed and or horrified every second.
It's pretty fucking beautiful. Now, and anybody who happens to hear upon this information, uh, who may have also seen the movie that I'm about to suggest, tell Tony he needs to watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, I absolutely will. It's on the list.
The greatest shitty, barely a movie action movie that I've ever seen. You get them firing a bazooka at an inflatable doll for whatever reason. No reason. There's no reason for it.
You'll love to see it.
There's a frisbee beheading. There's a lot of shit going on in there, and the rumor is that the movie was just a front for a coke operation anyway. So it's definitely worth watching.
As you did in the 80s or 90s. Is it an older one? I should ask first.
Oh, it's 80s as heck.
Oh, then there you go. They were all those poor horror movies were paid for by coke for sure.
Pretty much. And this one may be the most cocainist of them all, though.
Well, now I'm shuddering and turgid with excitement.
As you should be.
Pudding, giga pudding, pudding, giga pudding.
I taught Tony all about Giga Pudding recently. I don't really regret it or anything.
I don't either, man. That's fucking. That's one earworm I never mind getting stuck with. I will fucking muddle pudding song to myself all day. That's fine.
And again, as you should, because why wouldn't you?
You liking the new Beavis and Butthead, Dan?
Well, Tony, I tell you, and I'll tell everybody listening that I did not like the movie that much. I didn't think Do the Universe was that great.
Yeah, I gotta agree. A fucking 3 out of 10, maybe something like that.
I'd give it a 5 at least, maybe. I don't know, but it wasn't as good as Do America. What could be? That was so goddamn perfect to begin with. But the goddamn series was that's the gold. I don't know what the drop off was between the movie and the show, but the show is almost as good as the classic series.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, man. I'm getting many chuckles and or laughs out of each episode. Oh yeah, good stuff. You love to see it back.
I like how they're doing the YouTubes and the TikTokers now, along with the music videos, because it's the modern age we live in, with MTV not playing music anymore.
Well, what did they do the last time? They were doing like the stupid MTV reality shows and shit. Like,
yeah, they had them watching MTV still, and they would do like Jersey Shore, or 16 and Pregnant, or Teen Mom, or any of that crap, along with the occasional music video, which was still good. I loved that season also. I thought it was still great. A lot of people didn't like it, but they can go fuck themselves.
Pudding, giga pudding.
Oh my god, he's doing it again.
Pudding, giga pudding. Pudding, giga pudding. Pudding, giga pudding.
Giga pudding. He's pudding again. He can't stop. Oh god.
You got any Wally stories for us?
I got a couple few. Let me do my searching and rambling here.
Let me do a word from our sponsor then.
Go for it, man.
Anti-Big Foam Finger. We've been sponsored by them. Their cause is to keep Big Foam Finger out of the hands of ordinary people. I mean, it's just not fair. Is every team number one? I mean, Some teams are number 2. I mean, you can't all win. Why do you all get a foam finger? Anti-foam finger. Please subscribe and listen and pay us money. Actually, we accept pudding, giga pudding, giga pudding as payment, if you wish. Stories, tales, adventures. Such is the life at Wally World. This is for you.
So,
Anti-foam finger.
Personally, I like the 2-fingered foam finger. I like the weird number 2.
Sure. Yeah,
but it's still a foam finger, so it's not what you're talking about. Anyway, Tone.
Stories, tales, adventures. Such is life at Wally World. This is for you.
Let me tell you a tale of Wally delights.
Regale us, sir. Regale us.
So there's a big old family. Dad comes up, and he's like, and it's late at night. It's maybe like 10 p.m., 10:30. So cashiers are done, self-checkout only, and probably half the self-checkout is closed already. So it's late. The guy comes up, and he's like, hey, can you open one of the cashier lanes for us and bring us up? I'm like, no. and the wife asks, why did you laugh at that? I'm like, it's a pretty funny question.
Yeah.
She says, well, if I'm the ring of my own shit, I better be getting a paycheck. I'm like, no.
One of them.
And then they strolled down to one of my coworkers and asked them the exact same thing, because clearly I'm not correct. I must have it wrong. They're going to go to somebody else who
take it up the chain, boys.
Who will absolutely do it for them. So they go to my coworker, not even a manager, just a coworker, and they ask them the same thing. And I guess their answer must have been pretty similar to mine, because the whole family fucking just left.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Oh man, that's
fine. It was just the best ending it could have had. Is they left without any fights. Wonderful. A good one, a good wholesome one. Let me tell you a Wally dad joke. The guy's bringing up a case of beer, big old 30-pack, I believe it was. He's bringing it back from the thing, the ringer to his cart, and the handle snaps and it falls down, but he catches it before any real damage can be done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that's why you got to get light beer. And he did not have a response, no laugh. He's just like, oh, okay.
He didn't even get a chuckle.
I don't think I don't think we spoke the same language.
Oh, gotcha.
This may sound hefty, but I'm gonna say like at least 75% of my customers speak no to very little English.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must.
So anytime I can hit them with the best joke ever, like that one, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Let me see. Let me give you one more. This one was kind of incomprehensible. It doesn't have much of an ending, but it was funny to me.
I'm gonna touch myself for this one, just so you know.
Oh, please do. Get to strocking. So an old lady comes up to me while I'm in the self-checkout area. That's my job. I don't know if you know this, guys. I'm a self-checkout attendant. She's like, is it all self-checkout here? And I look and I'm like, well, yeah, we have our cashiers over yonder. And then I take a closer look, but they appear to be closed. So yeah, it's all self-checkout. No, it's all self-checkout. So there's no human beings, she says. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of human, am I not?
They're just fucking looking right past you. Minus this robot.
She's like, you know what I mean? There's no cashiers. I'm like, it doesn't really look like it. Well, where am I supposed to buy my alcohol then? Right in here. She's like, what if someone's underage? I'm like, I don't think you're underage, but when they are, I ask to see their ID. If they don't have one, or if they obviously aren't 21 by the look of their ID, then they don't get it. She's like, what if you don't see them? And I'm like, well,
they need to sit on an orientation or something for the job.
I guess I'm like, they steal it sometimes, but like, and she's like, no, like, what if you don't see them, And And I'm like, I don't know. I truly do not know. And then her friend comes and is like, okay, let's go, leave him alone. So I'm guessing she must have been an actual crazy person. And yeah, that's about the end of that one, because such is life at the Wally.
Stories, tales, adventures. Such is life at Wally. Wally World.
Well, that's as good a time as any for an old
intermish.
Yeah, we could intermish right here.
All right, put it in the hole.
Hey, this is our diss track. You think you're better than us at rapping? You really think that? Well, we can rap it all good if all the things go perfect. We're good rapsmen and you guys aren't. And you should be better at rap, because you're not a good rap person. We do better at rapping things, and your words aren't quite as good as ours. Yeah. That's what. Yes, see, that's off the cuff. You need to get rapperman lessons, or rapper women lessons, or anyone lessons. Just be a better rapper, and you won't be so dumb. Jeez. Rap business. We bring it down to the business end of rapping rap.
Oh, that's right, Tone. Let's tell them how good we do at rapping. Here we go. Well, I'm cool, and you aren't. I rap good, and you won't. I got words, you haven't. I'm the best, and you're not the best. I rap cool, and you do not. I got all the things that you don't, cause I'm a rap guy, a really good rap guy, and you are not a good rap guy, because I am the best at rapping, and you are more like taking a napping, yeah. What the fuck, what, yeah, what, fucking what, yeah, what, yeah, what.
Pudding, giga pudding, giga pudding.
And we're back.
Pudding, giga pudding.
If we're gonna, when we're done recording, we're gonna look for the metal remix of Giga Pudding and put it somewhere in this episode. So look forward to that.
Yes.
But until then, Tone, what might be in the news?
You know the origin of the word minge? Did we ever look that up? Like a nice
We
ginger
didn't,
minge?
no, because nobody fucking says minge anymore, which is unfortunate. Although they might in the UK, where it was probably invented.
It's where I hear it.
I don't think a lot of people in America know about minge.
I usually hear it on the Britman shows.
Right, or that one time on South Park where there was the Oprah's minge and asshole where we're at war.
Yes,
that's where I first heard it.
We gotta get a theme song for Why Don't They Say That Anymore for next time.
We really do. But Tone, why don't they say minge anymore?
I don't know. Are you looking it up? The origin, the etymology?
I suppose I figured you might have been on top of that, but I got you.
Dude, I am just.
Let's get another sponsor going, Tone. Give us another hit of sponsor while I'm looking this up.
Wavy spaghetti. You know it's sometimes straight, and that's fine. But the kids are like, come on, that's boring. Wavy spaghetti. It comes in orange. That's one of we have a couple. I got a whole list. We need another one. All right. Lukewarm chestnuts. They're fine. All right, that was one. There was slightly used shoes. Do you want slightly used shoes? Are your shoes too new or you need them breaking in? Well, we have just the thing for you. A little bit of squidge, a little bit of scrum. No big deal. We'll sell them to you. The old slightly used shoes. A little mold, no problem. And also Nike shoes. We are sponsored by Nike shoes. The actual company Nike sponsors us and gives us money each week that we do a
I need
podcast.
shoes. Nike, give me shoes.
And
Anyway, the etymology, part 1 from Wiktionary for the entry on minge. It says it's from the Anglo-Romani mints, from Romani min 3, parenthetical and in quotations, female genitals.
it's always
Probably from old Armenian mij, which means middle, midst, inside, interior, the middle part of the body, loins, reins, waist, belly, abdomen, back. Doublet of medius. Alternate etymology from the Latin mingere, which parenthetical and in quotations again, to urinate. Synodically used to describe the organ through an associated function, possibly ironically or euphemistically.
Vanilla Ice likes this.
Vanilla Ice is way into the mingery.
Maturation. Oh yeah.
Or mint, as it were. Etymology 2, however, probably corrupted from midge.
Midge.
Which apparently in US dialect is small bitey fly. A midge.
Maybe they were just little cunts.
Etymology 3. From Middle English, mingen, mengen, from Old English, mengan or menjan, parenthetical, in quotations, to mix, semicolon, mingle.
Yeah, there's not enough piss in that.
There's no piss whatsoever. So that's where minge comes from. Now we got to ask a British person if people still use it, and if they don't, why not?
Sure. You have this option?
I got a couple of British people I could ask, but I don't think they'll respond in a timely manner because it's probably like midnight over there right now.
Instead of that, how about we play a round of Would You Rather?
Oh, let's go. Let's fucking go.
All right, Dan, I got 10 Would You Rather questions, scenarios, whatever you like to call them.
I like to call them quinarios.
Here's Quimario number 1. Get your throat stuffed with ricotta until you die, or sand up your butt until you die.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'd go ricotta death. Probably a little less terrible.
And plus for at least...
No real reason. Just, I think choking to death might be better than getting ass blasted to death.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That is a real... a quandranarian. At least you get to taste the ricotta for a bit before, it became.
Sure. Well, do you have an answer? What's your rather on it?
I gotta say ricotta because at least you taste it a bit.
Yeah. Cheese death all around.
I don't like people fucking with my ass.
It's really not a great thing. All right, let's continue.
A little tickle in here and there ain't so bad, but a lot of sand doesn't seem very nice. I mean, but yeah.
You're right.
Yes, I would personally, I'd be a fan of the ricotta.
Well, excellent. I'm glad we're in agreement on this.
Number 2, this looks like an eating one. Would you rather eat dirt ice cream, which is actual dirt, sugar, milk, cream, heated or cooled in a thing, or the meth goblin's labia minora?
Still attached or prepared somehow?
Yes.
Well, that's just two different things. This will greatly affect my answer.
Ask again. What are the options?
If it's the goblin's minge, is it still attached to her and functional, or is it prepared and cooked and cut off?
Yes.
See, again, that's not answering the question at all. It's they completely affects. I'm going to go with the dirt ice cream. Either way,
Beauty. Dirt ice cream. Number 3. Would you rather rub chili flakes into your eyes or the meth goblin's labia minora?
like I'm rubbing the hot peppers into her
Into
her
your
minge.
eyes. Into your eyes or her labia minora.
So again, please give me a direct answer because it greatly affects my answer.
Okay.
Like I'm rubbing hot peppers into my eyes, right?
Yep, that's
Am I
one option.
rubbing? Am I rubbing hot pepper into her minge or her
No,
minge
no,
onto
no.
my eyes?
Rubbing her labia into your eyes. This
I'll
one,
take up to habanero up in the eyes.
up to habanero, anything above, you're going
Anything
minora.
above that, I'd be like, maybe the minge will be a little bit better, but even then, it'd be like, I'll go to ghost. How about that?
You go to ghost. Fucking A. Well,
I'm going ghost, baby. Danny Phantom up in this. Anything to not have that minge anywhere near my face.
you're damn right, son. Number 4. Would you rather smell the fart of a 456-year-old dragon, like right on your head, or one from Ron Jeremy?
I want the dragon fart, man. Who else is going to experience that in their fucking lifetime except for maybe King George?
I know, right? No matter how bad it smells, it's still magical, right? I mean,
It's still, man, you'll probably get powers of some kind from the dragon fart, especially that old of a dragon. Like, come on, man. He knows
hopefully
some
good
stuff.
powers. Now
There's some knowledge in that gastrointestinal tract, and I want it.
here comes Super Adam. He's been farted on by a dragon. He can now sweat shit at will.
Here comes Super Adam. He got farted on by a dragon, and now he's Adam Sandler. Hey,
A dragon fart.
You get farted on, you become Sandler. That's the trade-off.
Now I take 4 Ron Jeremy farts instead. Oh golly! All right, questioner 5. Tell your parents you have a terrible disease that you infected them with, or let them simulcast the porn you watch when you watch it.
Like simulcast, like they'll also be watching it.
Anytime you're watching porn, they'll see what you're watching.
And then what was the first one again?
You have to tell them that they have a terrible fatal disease that you infected them with. Not COVID.
Not COVID. AIDS. I'm guessing it's AIDS. It's AIDS. Isn't it? We'll say AIDS. I'll tell them they got AIDS. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'll tell them.
Excellent.
I've probably told my mom at least one time in her life that she probably has chlamydia. So whatever.
Well, yeah, then that was an easy one, I guess.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay, number 6. Eat an old dreadlock being forced to chew. Or right? Or get maimed naked by scratching raccoons.
Give me the Reagans. All the dreads I've ever seen. Unfortunately, I've seen way too many crusty white people dreads because I've been to music festivals and mean concerts. That's what comes to mind is a crusty wook dread.
Yep.
So yeah, bring on the raccoons. I'll chill with the raccoons would like me. I would bring snacks.
Get snacks for the coons. That's good.
Little
some
post-mating
granola, some kibble. You'd probably be all right.
I'm talking about like human treats, man. I'm gonna try to make them like me.
Oh, gotcha. Like burgers and shit.
Like I'll bring out all the frozen foods and just lay them out on the ground and be like, when you guys are done, here you go.
He's gonna. Well, you are good and adept at making friends out of creatures.
I try sometimes.
You did a catfish one time and a whole bunch of creatures on that one thing.
No, there was that one time on that one adventure that I was friends with rats and a frog and some other guys.
It was so many things.
Listen to the musician's path, everybody. It's kind of cool. We might even make a new one day.
One of these days, maybe that could happen. Number 7. Would you rather get stabbed in the upper leg with a rusty fork or go to one brony convention?
I want to go to that brony convention.
Yeah, see him in the wild.
I want, like, oh, I've seen him in the wild before, man. I've encountered, and I probably haven't even told it about it on my show. But there was this one time when I was delivering pizzas back in 2014, 2015 or so. This dude, this kid, rather, this teen, answered the door. My Little Pony shirt, My Little Pony patterned pajama pants. Did not question him because, you know what, live your life. It's fine. You're a kid. You'll grow out of it. However, he looked exactly like a friend of a friend from Milwaukee. So
Okay.
it was kind of fucking bizarre.
He's a Milwaukee brony man. Putting it
Yeah.
up.
No, I'll go to BronyCon because I forget what the other one was already. Oh, stabbed my leg. No, I don't need any more leg damage. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Pudding, giga pudding, giga
Ever
pudding.
since I showed him the goddamn Giga Pudding video, this is my life now.
Oh, I was saying that out loud. All right.
Pudding, 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 pudding.
Would you rather lose your sight, hearing, and smell, or go to one Star Wars convention?
I would go to a Star Wars convention. Well, that's I don't understand why these are so terrible. Brony
That
convention,
one
yeah,
was-
that's a horrible thing.
Let me come clean with you here, Dan. The actual one was lose your sight, hearing, and smell, or go to one brony convention. But we've already established that you're fine going to a brony convention. So
I've gone to several conventions that I didn't exactly care for, but the people watching.
fuck the whole game.
The people
Dan.
watching.
All right,
It
number
happens, son.
9.
Sometimes you fuck it.
Would you rather roll around in thumbtacks and then in salt? I mean, all nude, or would you rather eat a live Canada goose?
I don't want to go near a goddamn Canada Goose, man. So I guess bring on the thumbtacks. Me and Superhuman TV gonna make a video about it. It's for all my juggalos and juggalettes, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop, rolling around in things naked.
West Coast whistle intensifies.
I can't do it.
Me neither.
Oh, it's too early for doing high pitched noises.
It's too early for whistling. All right, Dan. Number 10, the final number, the biggest number that anyone can count to. Would you rather get poisoned, lit on fire, getting sick for months with your skin falling off, or go to one brony convention?
I obviously am gonna go to the Brody. What kind of fucking crazy shit is that?
I fucked it, Dan. I fucked it so bad.
you underestimated my tolerance for things that I hate.
What about furries? Is furries the bad one?
Furries is a really bad one.
All right. Let me start again. 10 being
But
the highest.
well, hold on, Tony. Now hold on. You still underestimate the power of my curiosity when it comes to seeing what people are all about and knowing my quote unquote enemies and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like nobody violently opposes it. It would be interesting to see, I'm sure.
Right.
I was looking for a hate rage about something, and I fucked it.
No,
fucked
Tone.
it.
Well, no, it's the thing is, Tone. I'm trying to loosen the hate a little bit, man.
It's a good thing.
It's been consuming my life for too long. My hatred for things that don't really fucking matter in the long run. It's not worth putting the energy into hating most things that are innocuous.
Fuck this stupid game. What would be your favorite convention to go to?
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Gathering. I would like to go to that at least fucking once or 8 times. They got drugs.
Of course, dude.
They
They got
got
a lot of
fucking
drugs.
all kinds of drugs there, and I am into drugs. So,
And also,
plus,
there's usually at least like one cool act there that you would like. Honestly, like they're gonna be there. Shit, I'd
I
watch
would
that.
honestly like to see ICP too. Fucking A, man. At
I,
least one.
I've seen ICP already, and it was they put on a heck of a show. But I didn't like half the tunes, but it was fine.
Yeah, they have a pretty big library, don't they?
At this point, they've got like at least a dozen albums. I want to say.
Golly.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
moly.
They got some output, man. And that's not counting like compilations and side acts and appearances and shit like that. It's
Whoop,
crazy.
whoop,
It's crazy,
whoop,
man.
whoop, whoop, and
Whoop
Fago's up
whoop.
for sure. Drink of that soda, boys. You keep
I
on
do.
doing the thing.
I'm a fan of stupid people, and I'm a fan of soda pop. It just lines up.
Yeah, it do. It do. I grease paint gets hot, so I'll leave the clown shit
It,
to other people, but I'd definitely go to that shit, man.
hell yeah, dude.
And I will do all the drugs.
But for an actual regular convention, let's see. There's got to be like some kind of horrible, dumbass like LA cannabis convention that, although it's weed and it's awesome, it's like the business side of weed and would probably be actually intolerable to be at.
Yeah, like the underground growers convention or something would be better or shit, like, or whatever, if there is such a thing, or away
It
from
probably
prying eyes
is.
where you could just swim through buckets of fucking weeds.
Well, that's just the weed farm. You go there and do that. It's what you pay your $20 and they let you dive into the weed pool.
You pay $20, you get all the weed you can have and 1 giga pudding, and you're good to go.
We're gonna need more than 1 gig of pudding. That's all I'm saying. Just at
We're
least at
gonna
least
need a bigger giga pudding.
we're gonna
You
need a
see,
gigger pudding.
you see what I did? It's like Jaws, but instead of saying boat, I used giga pudding.
I don't follow. Can you explain it to me again?
The man says we're going to need a bigger boat on the movie Jaws, but I cleverly and wistfully said we're going to need a bigger giga pudding, filling in the word boat with giga pudding, making
Oh, I
pudding the
think
boat.
I think I'm getting it. One more time. Can you just dumb it down a shade for me, bud? I just one
I
more
think
time.
his name was Roy Schneider, and he grew up in Minneapolis. And when he was a boy, he dreamed of being an actor. He followed that dream through high school and subsequently after, and ended up in the big pictures. And he landed this movie. I think was directed by some guy, and they wanted to do it about a big ass fish. So they're out there filming one day, and one of these writers that grew up in Wisconsin, dreamed ever since he was a little boy to be a writer, all through middle school and past. Ended up in the big pictures, Dan. Ended up writing for a big movie about a guy who wanted to make a movie about a fish. So he writes this line, the shark's biting the end of the boat. And the guy says, Roy Schneider from Minneapolis says, hey, we're going to need a bigger boat because the shark's eating the boat. This fish is like making their boat smaller. They need to make their boat bigger. So I decided to make that line into, hey, we're going to need a bigger giga pudding, putting giga pudding in place of the boat.
I just don't get it, Tone. I'm
You
sorry.
see, when Roy Schneider's mom was born in fucking Nevada, way back when, she's like, one of these days I'm going to get pregnant and have an actor baby. He's gonna he's gonna live in Minneapolis for a while, and he's gonna lust to be an actor, and he's gonna end up in the big pictures. Dan is what I'm getting at, and they're gonna be making this movie about a fish. And he's gonna be on a boat, and he's gonna say this line, and it's gonna go like this: "Hey, we need a bigger boat. Tone, your buddy, fellow fatman, said I would like to replace that boat with a metaphorical and or real cup or bowl of Giga pudding and said, we're going to need a bigger Giga pudding.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think Tony should play the music right about now.
It's
If he
there
wants
it
to.
goes.
Play the music, is it? Okay, there's the music. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fine time, full of ups and downs, goofs, gaffs, laughs, and slaps. But now, we, the Giga Pudding Boys, a.k.a. the guys who made the movie Jaws, a.k.a. two fat guys on the internet, we gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! But anyway, we were two fat guys on the internet, just chowing down the Giga Pudding as hard as we can, and we are currently two Giga Puddings on the internet, eating fat guys, however the Lord intended, and we will always be two Giga Pudding, Giga Pudding, 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 Giga Pudding.
Go fuck
So go fuck yourself.
Pretty, pretty.